Beginning on your back with your knees bent and your hands on your lower belly. You can straighten your legs if you'd rather, but get comfortable. And then breathe into that lower belly, feeling the hands lift up with each inhalation and relax with each exhalation. Using the breath to tell the body and mind that it's time to relax, let go of stress, lowering blood pressure and cortisol levels. All of that simply by breathing. And slowly straightening the legs. We're going to begin to flow with the breath. Inhaling, right arm up and overhead, pointing the right toes. Exhaling, right hand down as you flex the right toes. Inhaling, left arm up as you point the left toes. Exhale, lower the left arm as you flex the left toes. Inhale, both arms up and overhead, pointing both toes. Exhale, lower the arms, flex the feet. Continuing with the breath at your own pace. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. And bending the legs, hugging the knees into the chest, option to rock gently side to side. Then releasing the feet to the ground, bringing the hands down by the hips, ankles under knees, feet hip distance. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Moving nice and slow with the breath here, warming up the legs, stretching the top front of the body, opening up through the hip flexors and resetting the pelvis. Just focus on moving with the breath. Holding at the top of this bridge, focusing on the breath, feeling the strength in the legs. Then slowly releasing down, hugging the knees into the chest again. Now keeping our legs elevated but extending our arms out to a T, we're going to move into gentle windshield wipers. Exhale the legs to the right, look to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left, looking to the right. Inhale, center, moving with your own individual breath. Try to glue both shoulders to the ground, really isolating the core, opening up through the hips and spine. Almost there. Then drop the feet to the ground, shift the hips over to the left, and drop the knees to the right, looking over the left shoulder. Relax. We're holding the stretch since we've warmed up these areas. Then inhale, center, shift the hips to the right, drop the knees to the left, look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Hug the back of the thighs. Begin to rock front to back. These can be teeny tiny movements or bigger ones, your choice. Taking about 5 of these rocks and then making your way up to a seated position. You can press up, rock up, whatever feels nice today. And then find an easy cross-legged position. Sit up nice and tall, lengthening through the spine. And then moving into a nice slow cat and cow with the breath. Inhale, open up through the chest, elbows go back. Exhale, curl, really activating that core, looking down at the legs. A few more of these with the breath. Flowing at your own pace, linking the breath with the movement. Then sitting up nice and tall, moving into torso rolls, leaning to one side, front, other side, then back to center. Nice and slow, getting into those hips, lower spine, feeling some activation in the core, working on spinal mobility as well. Then reverse your circle. And then sitting up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up overhead, clasp the fingers, turn the palms up, and then try to move through the ribs, side to side. There's going to be some stickiness here. You can see it on me. I can move to the left more than I can to the right. Don't judge, just observe the differences and try to increase mobility. Exhale the arms to cactus, then we're going to twist to the left, and then inhale to the right. So moving slowly with the breath, opening up through the shoulders, chest, spine, as we root down through the sit bones. So only twisting from the belly button up. Shoulders are relaxed even though the arms are overhead. And then next time you twist to the right, extend the arms. Left hand comes to the right knee. Right hand comes behind the hips, turning to look over the back right shoulder. Use the inhalation to lengthen. Exhalation to micro twist a tiny bit more. Inhale, center. Exhale, use the core to twist to the left. Same thing on that side. Focus on the breath. Unwinding to center. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open, hands back. Moving with your breath. Opening up through the chest and upper back. Working on shoulder mobility as well. And activating the core with each curl. This should feel pretty awesome. And if sitting cross-legged is uncomfortable, you could also sit on a block or a pillow, a bolster. Then let's interlace the hands behind the back, elbows bent, pointing out to the side, and pull the hands apart. Then release the hands and fold on over the legs, getting those hips. And slowly walking the hands back, inhaling, lengthening, bringing the shoulders up, exhale, release. Inhale, shrug up, exhale, drop. Moving with your breath. And then moving into shoulder rolls. One at a time, both at the same time, your choice. Then switch your leg position, bringing the other leg in front, and we're going to hinge over the legs. It's going to feel pretty awkward. That's okay. We're just stretching the hips in a slightly different way now. Changing up our arm. Then walk the hands back, lengthen through the spine again, and then switch the legs back. And moving into half circles with the head. Chin to chest, then roll to one side. Chin back to chest, roll to the other side. We want to avoid dumping all the way back. It's just not good for our cervical spine. Don't mind me messing with the microphone. That obviously didn't work because now I'm doing voiceover. Then inhale, bring the arms parallel, turn the right hand back, left hand forward, tip the head to the left. Then switch hands, switch head. Some nerve flossing. Basically, your head goes toward the hand pointing forward or away from the hand pointing backwards. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, right hand touches left arm, bends. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Moving with your breath. Trying to stay long through both sides of the body. Really rooting down through those sit bones. So try not to let the opposite hip pop up. Bring the left hand to the ear. Get that tricep stretch. Chest is reaching up toward the ceiling. Nice long sides of the body. Inhale up and over to the other side. Right hand to right ear. And hold and breathe. Inhale back to center. And then make your way to all fours. Moving into a nice slow cat and cow with the breath. Inhale, curl. Exhale. It doesn't really matter which way you inhale, which way you exhale. I think it feels most natural to inhale into cow as we open up through the chest. And exhale, curl, roll through the spine as we contract. But everybody has their preference. Only thing that matters is you're moving with the breath. Then coming all the way up to kneeling, turning the toes under. Then make sure the glutes are on, the hips are over the knees. Inhale the arms up. Bring those arms to cactus, and we're going to twist here, trying not to move the lower body. So really tight core and glutes here. Otherwise, we're going to rock and open up through the hip. We want to twist from belly button up. And I'm going to show you here how not to do it in just a second. So that's how not to do it. See how I'm twisting through the hips? And this is slow, controlled movement. Then bringing the hands back down to the ground, right hand to right ear. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, tap the space where your right hand was. Inhale, the elbow back up. Exhale, tap where the right hand was. A few more of these, twisting through the spine, working the obliques and core. And if kneeling ever bothers your knees, you can place a blanket under the knees or double up your mat, make a T with the mats. Then inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread it all the way through, lowering to the right shoulder, right side of the face. Left arm can extend to the top of the mat, stay where it is, or wrap behind the body. Yogi's choice. Breathe. Allow that belly to reach for the thighs as you inhale and feel it pull back toward the spine as you exhale. Then gently pressing up to all fours. Inhale, left hand to left ear, elbow up. Exhale, tap where the left hand was. Moving with your breath. Inhale the left arm all the way up and thread it all the way through. Same options with that right hand. Pressing back up to all fours. Reaching the right leg straight up and back like you're stepping on the ceiling. Right foot is flexed. Make sure that knee is still in line with the hip. It's going to want to come out. So you'll feel the right glute and hamstring engage. Exhale, knee to elbow or nose. Inhale, step on the ceiling. Moving with your breath. Try to keep the knee moving straight back. Don't let it go out to the side as you reach the foot for the ceiling. You want to feel that stretch in the right hip flexor. And when you pull the knee in, you'll feel the activation and the curling of the spine. Then hold and tap on the ceiling like you're tapping on the ceiling. And release. Then left leg reaches straight back like you're trying to tap on the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose or elbow. Inhale, back up, step on the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Few more with the breath. Then holding with that pulse, tapping on the ceiling, and lower on down. Knees wide, big toes together, press on back to child's pose. Release the forehead to the mat. If it doesn't reach, place your hands or fists or a block underneath the forehead. Then inhale, shift forward to a kneeling plank. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Bringing the forehead to the hands here. We're going to bend the right leg, flex the toes, pull the heel to the butt, then point and press the foot down. This is all about resistance. Pull the heel to the butt and then press the foot to the ground. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you could prop up into Sphinx, or you can release the forehead down to the hands. I like forehead to hands, but I'm propping up here because I had that microphone on. Just a couple more on this right side, then we'll switch to the left. Then bring the left forearm parallel to the top of the mat. Reach right hand for right foot and press the foot into the hand, opening up the right shoulder, creating a back bend, feeling it in the front of the right thigh as well. And breathe. Release down. And then switch to the left leg. Same thing here. We're activating those muscles around the knees, also moving into some nerve flossing. You should feel this in the hamstring and hip as well. Last one, pull in, hold there. Right forearm comes parallel to the top of the mat. Left arm reaches back. Press the foot or ankle into the hand till you feel that nice stretch. This is a one-legged bow variation. So you can always do that instead of bow. Turn the head to the right, relax the arms, neck stretch, and relaxation. Option to bend the legs and gently windshield wiper them side to side. Nice and slow if you choose to do that. Then releasing the legs straight, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale up for cobra. Exhale, release the forehead back to the mat. Moving with your breath, so using all back strength here, no hands. The core is on, the glutes are on, the kneecaps are lifted. The whole back of the body is turned on. Continuing with your breath. Then holding at the top of this cobra, feeling the strength in the back, and release the head down, turning the head to the left and relaxing the arms. Bringing the hands under the shoulder, pressing up and back to child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Walk the hands over to the right side of the mat, stretching out the left side of the body. Back to center and then over to the left side. Back to center. Turn the toes under, shift on up to down dog. Then introduce whatever movement feels good here. Pedal out the feet, lift the legs, hold static. Your choice. Then looking between the hands, walking the feet forward to forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Interlace the hands at the top. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Moving with your breath, side to side. Releasing the arms back down. Stepping the feet wide, turning the toes out to a wide plie position. Messing with the mic that didn't work. Then inhale the arms up to 5-pointed star. Exhale, moonflower. Inhale back up. Exhale, squat and pull the elbows in. Few more with the breath, linking movement with the breath. Very important. That's how we get all those benefits from yoga, like lowered blood pressure and less stress. It's moving with the breath, slowing them down. Then extend the arms, hold your squat, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Think about wrapping the shoulder blades along the spine. So just the arms move back. Then stand up, bring the hands to the hips, turn the left foot to the side of the mat, right foot to the top of the mat, warrior two position. Arms extend, right leg bends, warrior two. Gaze over that front right middle finger. Inhale up as you straighten the leg. Exhale back to warrior two. Moving with your breath, making sure those legs are nice and warm before the deep stretching on the floor in a little bit. Then holding warrior two, right elbow to right thigh, left arm overhead, extended side angle. Inhale up, reverse warrior. Exhale back to extended side angle. Just a couple more, warming up through the side body, holding with that right leg. And you can do as deep of a warrior here or just a little warrior, your choice. Then turn those feet back out to your wide plie. Inhale up, exhale, swoop down, sunflower. Inhale, back up. Exhale, squat, slight hinge, swoop the arms. Inhale up. A few more with the breath. And bringing the hands to the hips, right toes turn to the side mat, left toes turn to the back of the mat. Warrior two, bend the left leg, extend the arms. Make sure there's a straight line from heel to heel. Inhale up, exhale, left knee moves toward left toes. Moving with your breath. Arms stay in line with the shoulders as they come down. Knees moving toward the left toes. Make sure you can still see the toes over the left knees though. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm overhead, extended side angle. Inhale up, reverse warrior. Exhale back to extended side angle. And then straighten the leg. Come back to the wide plie position, come into a little squat and shoulder rolls. If your legs are tired, feel free to not squat here. Then straighten the legs, turn the feet parallel to one another. Bring the hands to the hips, walk the hands back, open up through the chest. Exhale, hinge, keeping that nice open chest for a few breaths. Noticing where you feel more stickiness in the left or right shoulder and just breathing into that area. Then releasing the hands to the ground, enjoying your straddle stretch. Hands back to the hips, hinge up to standing and step on up to the top of the mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge, nice straight back. Then come on down to all fours. Shift to a seated position. Bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly. Inhale, nice long spine here. Exhale, press the chest forward. Nice long spine here. You can relax the head, but try to keep a long spine. Actively trying to open up through the hips as you hold here. Inhale up, extend the legs for straddle. Lengthen through the spine. If you feel like you're tipped back, go ahead and sit on a block or a bolster. And then exhale, bring the chest forward. Long spine here. Think about bringing the belly to the floor instead of the nose. Inhale back up, bring the legs together, and then roll onto your back. We're going to place our W hands underneath our sit bones, then prop ourselves up by the elbows, open up through the chest, hold there or slide back, allowing the head to release to the floor. There should be little to no pressure on the head here. This is a supported fish variation. You can see my chest is nice and open, the shoulders are open, the neck is open. Safe, gentle back bend. Actually, not so gentle, but safe. Then release the hands, bending the legs, straighten the right leg, reach for the back of the thigh, and press the leg into the hands. Right foot is flexed, leg is as strong as you can make it. Then bring the right ankle to that left thigh and gently press the right knee away. Trying to open up through the hips here. Then arms out to a T. Exhale the legs as is over to the left. Turn the head to the right or the left, whatever feels best on the neck. Inhale, center. Option to press that right knee away again, or you can thread the hands to the back of the left thigh and pull the legs closer. Make sure you relax the shoulders and neck here. Sometimes when we reach for that thigh, we tense everything up, and that'll defeat the purpose of yoga. So whatever stretch you choose, make sure you're relaxed while you're doing it. Releasing the feet back down to the ground. Then rolling onto the left side, reaching for the right foot with the right hand. Pull that heel toward the butt, stretching out the thigh. Relax the head on the arm or place it in the hand. Then bring that right leg in front, leg bent. And you can keep the right arm on the side or open up to a T, adding a deeper twist. Unwinding back to center. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Left leg extends straight up, nice and strong. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh. Press the thigh into the hands. And bringing the left ankle to the right thigh, gently pressing the left knee away, opening up through the hips. Arms extend out to a T, dropping the legs as is over to the right. Turn the head to the left, right, opposite of what you did on the other side. Inhale back to center. Option to press the knee away again, or you can thread the arms to the back of the right thigh or the top of the right shin for that deeper hip stretch. Whatever option you choose, make sure the shoulders and neck can stay relaxed. Releasing both feet down to the ground, rolling onto the right side, reaching for the left foot with the left hand, pulling the heel to the butt so you feel that nice stretch. Head can be propped up or rest on the arm. Resting on the arm's a little safer for the back. Then the leg comes right in front of you. Open up behind you with the left arm, adding that twist. Make sure the left leg is bent. And breathe. This is where you can begin to slow down the breath, trying to make each inhalation and exhalation a little longer. Unwinding to center, bringing the ankles under the knees, hands by the hips. Inhale up into bridge and hold. Option to interlace the hands underneath the back, adding that chest opener, getting the shoulders as well. Then slowly releasing all the way down to the ground, placing the hands underneath the sit bone, reaching the legs straight up. So this is a legs up the wall variation. If you have a wall nearby, you could do that instead. Otherwise, have the hips supported by the hands. Then releasing the hands, reaching for the outside edges of the feet, or peace fingers around the big toes, or holding on to the back of the thighs, whatever feels good for happy baby. Releasing the feet down to the ground, extending both legs straight along the mat, rolling the shoulders under a little bit, moving into final relaxation. You can do whatever feels nice here. You can put on a guided meditation. You could do the breathing exercises I've taught in class, or you can simply relax. But take at least a minute, preferably 5 or more, to simply focus on the breath. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, the next slide will have my Instagram handle, my public Facebook page, and my website. It is a lonely time for everyone, myself included, so if you would like to connect, follow me, friend me, whatever. Have a great relaxation. Namaste.